Alrighty, hey everybody. Matt Young here with another Bible review. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but good folks over at Crossway sent me the Journaling Bible Interleaved edition. There's a lot of videos already on YouTube for this, so you can always reference some of the other folks like Bo Tate, Matt Everhard, who have done more in-depth reviews on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just do a brief overview of the Bible and then some of the hopes that one might have with using this. Then I'll make a separate video on how it is I'm going to be using it personally. All right, so the Bible comes in this nifty cardboard box, nice and flimsy. So it's not going to protect it super well. You can see the ISBN number there, and then the fact that it costs about $50 retail. All right, so we can just throw that away for now. It comes with, this is the brown Cordovan version of it with True Tone. So you got kind of the dark brown on the back. The Cordovan, that's what this color is on the front. That portfolio design. And then you've got Journaling Bible. That's pressed in there, pressed and stamped on there, which is cool. And then you've got a paper liner. So it's paper liner. It's just paste down. It's not tabbed in or anything. Thick paper, and then straight to Bible paper. Now, what's interesting about this Bible paper is that it's 50 GSM, 50 grams per square meter. Most Bible paper ranges in the 28 to 32 grams per square meter, so this is considerably thicker. It's a nice cream color. And as you can see, even with the thicker paper and more creamy colored paper, you can still see the print on the back side of it. Now, just for a reference here, this is your regular old ESV thin line, okay? Just to compare the ghosting. And you can see that the ghosting in the thin line is considerably worse. Paper's thinner. You can even just see the wrinkling that, this Bible's not very old and it's already wrinkling, possibly just from, the gilding process. But it's real thin. As you can hear, it just feels more like tissue paper. Whereas this one, it's not as see-through. It's thicker paper. It actually feels like paper. This is printed in China, as is all of Crossway, or the majority of Crossway's stuff. 2016 edition. And so what I like about this so far is the paper. The paper's fantastic. If you flip on over, you can see the introduction. And this entire Bible, besides being created for the glory of God, is actually created with the 18th century pastor and theologian Jonathan Edwards in mind in his blank Bible. So that's what this is modeled after. So the entire purpose of this is journaling and note-taking. And this is the preface. And this is what most wide margins look like. You have maybe an inch or an inch and a half on the margins, and you've got some gutter margin. That's usually what a journaling Bible consists of. But as we flip, what you're going to see here is that you have, for every page of text, you have one whole blank page. And so this Bible is meant to be written in. This Bible is meant to be scoured and studied and meditated and written in. And it's to get you into the text. That's what I love about Crossway and how they've been doing Bible editions, is they're trying to figure out what are the most innovative ways to get you plugged into the text? How are they going to get you engaged in the text? Not just something like a lot of Bible publishing nowadays is so niche that unfortunately it just, it's for the, the brand new dad study Bible, or the Faith and Work study Bible, or you name it. Whereas this is really kind of a 18th century study Bible in the truest sense, where you have the text on one side and then you have blank pages for your note taking. The reason why I really like this, and the reason why I might actually use this genuinely, is because of the fact that you get an entire page. The biggest issue I've ever had with the journaling Bibles is typically, so this is about an inch right here, is usually on the journaling Bibles, you only have 2 inches on the outside of your text, and they're single column texts that Crossway makes. But I've always found that with a 7.5 point font, which is what this is as well, the single column and the Interleaved Study Bible have the same text size, 7.5 point font. I always found that the single column journaling Bible just never had enough room for my writing and for my thoughts, to integrate both maybe some grammatical things I noticed in the Greek or the Hebrew or Aramaic, while also having theological thoughts, and then also personal prayers and maybe some application thoughts as well. So this Bible really feels like it actually has the ability to accommodate all of that. And with the note system that I'll talk about in my next video, real briefly, I'll show you how you can actually make these pages last even longer than maybe what you might think originally. Now, something really just to think about and to know is that while this is a 7.5 point font, it reads bigger than it is. And that's because you have the spacing between the lines. That's called leading. The spacing between the lines is called leading, and so there's a good amount of leading. Again, this was meant to be highlighted and written in, and so they wanted to have enough space between the lines to actually allow you to engage and circle and underline without having the text crammed too tightly. All right. If we flip all the way to the back here, what you'll find is you've got your end sheet. It's just paste down. You've got a Bible reading plan, which I believe all the journaling Bibles come with, the same Bible journaling plan. Tables of weights and measures, and then you've got the last page of Revelation. So this entire text block, it's about 2 inches thick. This entire text block is essentially all Bible. There's no extras. It's just the text with blank pages. And this is really meant to get you engaged in the text. I personally threw in some extra ribbons just because I like having a few extra just in case. But we'll see if this Bible ever finds its way into maybe a year after using it or something, if I even use it. That's kind of always my problem, is I'll jump from Bible to Bible so often that I never really get a chance to see how it wears out. But if I'm making this a project where I want to fill this thing, the reality is that I might be actually using it quite a bit. And so hopefully the note-taking system that I've got will actually help facilitate that. So anyways, hope that this was a helpful review for you, and catch you on the flip. Have a good one. Bye.